Hello Internet, this is Olin from What I'm Listening To, here, once again, with another episode of Quickies. First off, I have the Dirty Three's self-titled debut album, Dirty Three. This album I actually used to own a copy of, but the copy I had was the promo edition, so it was, I want to say, in just like a small cardboard slip that had the artwork and the disc, but not the booklet. I've gotten rid of it since, but I found this while filing CDs the other day, and I thought, let's loan this out and give it a re-listen. It has been quite some time since I've checked this one out again. This band is a trio. One of the members is Warren Ellis, who is the violinist in Nick Cave in the Bad Seeds. And these guys were unique because they were a post-rock band. It was drum, bass, and electric violin. And what was even more interesting is the album was released on Touch and Go, which they're mostly known for putting out post-hardcore, hardcore, punk, noise rock stuff, but not really much in the post-rock department. I guess Slint is another band that you could count, but I digress. Pretty cool album. I really like how it sounds, and I'm excited to re-listen to it. Next up, I have Sleater-Kinney's album, No Cities to Love. Yet another album that I used to own a copy of, and I got rid of for whatever reason. And I've decided that I want to re-listen to it. I think at the time I had it and hadn't really listened to it. I only really knew one song off of it, which was, where is it? A New Wave. And that song's really good, but the rest of the album I don't really know too well. So I've decided that I want to revisit it and give it another listen and maybe buy it again if I end up really liking it. It looks like this is all just lyrics here, no artwork inside. A funny peer behind the curtain as far as filing these CDs and putting them in their little security plastic longs or cases or whatever you want to call them. For some reason, Sub Pop loves to make these albums much longer than your standard jewel case or digipack. So for comparison's sake, there's a regular standard size one, and there's the Sub Pop one. And just to get a jewel case, just a little taller. So yeah, they're always a pain in the ass to have to put in their plastic longs so people can't break into them. But Sub Pop likes to be different. I don't know why. Next up, I have a collaboration between Brian Eno and Wobble, best known as just Wobble. Wobble was the first bassist of Public Image Limited, and then he went off to have his own career doing a lot of more dub, reggae-oriented sounding music. And then Brian Eno, of course, known for his ambient works, known for being in the Roxy Music and doing all the art rock stuff back in the 70s. He's a legend. But yeah, this is a collaboration between the two, and it was playing in store way before we opened, and I was really digging it, so I decided to loan this one out and give the full thing a listen. It sounded like it was another installation of ambient music that Eno is most known for doing, but the fact that Wobble is involved on bass, I'm curious if there's going to be some art rock to it. And it looks like a bunch of these songs have other people, so there's some drums, some guitar, there's even some vocals. Yeah, so this might be part ambient, part art rock. We'll see. I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. Next up, I have an album from the experimental section. This is the Hafler Trio, A Thirsty Fish. The only reason I am loaning this one out is because one of my coworkers, John, recommended I check this one out. We were having a chat in the experimental section one day, and he was telling me about some artists that I'd never really listened to, and I'm always curious to check out an experimental project that I'd never heard of, especially from another fellow coworker, because they always tend to know stuff that I don't know. But yeah, so this is one of them, and don't really know what to say about it. It's, I don't know if that's all the track listing. A Thirsty Fish, a Dirty Fire, a Loud Egg, a Hungry Stone. That might be the track listing. One thing I did notice is that it was put out by Touch Records, which is a phenomenal label that puts out great ambient, electronica, experimental records. This seems like a fairly old release by Touch. Copyright 1987, which I had no idea Touch was even around for that long. I've always known them for releasing stuff in like the late 90s and early 2000s. But yeah, so looking forward to checking this one out. Everything I've heard off of Touch I've really enjoyed. And I also trust my coworkers' taste in experimental music. This is a hell of a fold out here. Never really been a big fan of CD booklets like this, but what are you gonna do? All right, and the final CD I have for you today, this is a classic for some people. This is Orchestral Manoeuvres, I think is how you say it, In the Dark. This is an album that I've seen the cover of numerous times, especially when filing CDs, and I've never actually given this one a proper listen. So I decided to change that. I have no idea what this could sound like. If I had to guess, I'm thinking maybe ambient or maybe even like progressive rock. I have no idea. But this edition, as I showed on the back there, it's got some bonus tracks, so that should be cool. Some extra content. Also, it's the digitally remastered edition, so hopefully that sounds good. Maybe looking at some of the artwork inside here might give it away. This right here is leading me to believe that this is going to be more like a new wavy, maybe like Talk Talk or a Bark Psychosis. Yeah, I don't know. It should be a fun listen, nevertheless. Excited to check it out. And we'll see. We shall see. All right, this concludes this week's Quickies. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.